Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with 4 Kings Lost against Targa. Targa, the European player that really hasn't made a big splash in the scene, especially the international scene. But, you know, he's shown his skills over here.
Yeah, you know, I got to watch this guy back in TL Open number 26. He did get to the finals, which is very impressive. But he did get 3-0'd by Xenix's hack, so I don't know, man. I haven't really extensively seen what his ZVZ looks like. We'll get to see here versus Lost if it's gonna be able to you know, stand up against maybe not one of the big guys on the scene, but still, you know, a member of 4 Kings.
Yeah.
So you know, does have some practice partners and a team behind him to help support him, which can you know, really help out when a player is trying to practice and improve their skills.
Now, Lost did fall to Gator'd earlier today. But I do have to say, Lost has pretty inconsistent matchups.
Yeah.
I don't think his
really
ZVP.
good at every matchup.
Yeah, I don't think his ZVP is as strong. His ZVZ is looking pretty good. Targa, on the other hand, he hasn't really impressed me all that much this NASL semi-open. Not saying that his play was bad, but it wasn't like standoutish, like Thorzane, for example. That guy is like, holy crap, he's good.
Right. I mean, you just watch a game and you're like, whoa, this is, oh man, look at this decision. This is great. Everything's perfect. Everything just looks amazing, and these decisions are like surprising us, but still in a really good way.
Yep.
Other times I'll see players, you know, they might be making like, you know, somewhat good decisions, but just really standard, not like breaking out of the mold or, you know, thinking outside the box. So hopefully we'll see something like that from either of these players. Who knows? I mean, ZVZ is pretty well, I kind of want to say, figured out. It's still a really hard matchup to play, and especially like getting enough scouting to figure out exactly what your opponent's doing, particularly with regards to like how many drones your opponent has.
Yeah.
But I think it can be really difficult to play, but it's still very well developed. It's not like something where people are at the stage where they just have no idea how ZVZ works.
Yeah.
Or, you know, what strategy they should be going for.
Well, you see two very different openings. Of course, the Speedlings band. We talked about this. He's not actually mining gas anymore after the Speedling. And I understand you want to get your hatchery out super fast, but right now when it hits the 300 mineral mark, go start mining gas again.
Yeah.
Because you want to... Oh, well, okay. Thanks, Lost.
All right, there he goes, man. He is going to go ahead and put at least 2 drones back on gas. That could signify he's going to try to rush up to Roche's here. We'll have to wait and see. But I agree with you, man. I mean, even just leaving 1 on gas, like, think about how much that delays your hatchery. Like, what, like 5 seconds? Like, max? and even so, we saw him, you know, not drop the hatchery the second he had 300 minerals. Yeah. The drone had to run down there. So, yeah, I think it would be a little bit better to just keep at least 1 drone on gas there, have a little bit more options for continuation. But I like this play from Lost. He does surround those eggs, tries to kill off some of the lings as they pop out, but Targa just has too many. He does send 1 into the main, though, so we'll be able to get some scouting information that's very useful. He sees speed is on the way, and he does see that only 1 drone is left on gas here. Very amazing amount of scouting information for Lost to have at this stage in the game.
Yeah, Lost is playing this absolutely right. However, he hasn't dropped down a baneling nest. And I thought he was going to do that, for sure.
Oh, there it is.
All right,
both players.
But, you know, he is, what is that, quite a bit of gas late to do that. So,
yeah,
kind of unfortunate. True. I think there was a time where he could have used banelings before this Spinecrawler comes up and done a lot more damage. But as it stands, it looks like Lost will get 1 drone and then bust out of there. There is 1 Spinecrawler already up, so going past that Spinecrawler could be imminent death. Yeah,
he does have the double queens. So not going to be able to get up into the main. And wow, he escapes with 1 HP. This 2-kill Zergling is just such a beast, man. Going to go back to his friends and tell them all about how he faced off against 16 enemy Zerglings and 2 queens and a spawn crawler. Came out alive, and no one will believe him.
No one will. Because he's a stupid Zergling.
Obviously. Why would you believe a Zergling, man?
I wouldn't.
They are just prone to lying.
They're fastigios.
They're fastigios?
Yeah. You don't know what that means?
I do not know what that is. A fastigio?
Fastigio.
What is a fastigio?
I don't know. They made it up in Family Guy.
Oh, okay. Alright then. I was worried, Andre. It's like, I was worried, man. It's like, oh, I don't know this word, man. Oh, okay. Well, our producer was about to tell us what it means, but then he said,
sure
never
that's
mind.
not the word that I was talking
nobody
about,
knows.
but that's okay.
Nobody knows what Festigio means, Andre.
It's Festigio.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Your patio. Is that what? Oh, that's what I said, man. Oh! Banelings coming in! Oh! They do get a nice explosion on the links, but not on
Oh, God, nice. 3 banelings.
So sick.
We're all grouped up.
So sick.
He used 1 baneling to kill them all, but overall it was 3 banelings for 3 banelings, but he got extra zerglings out of there. So Lost does come out on top from that exchange. Yep. Nice of him.
These guys are completely even on drones right now, but Lost has 6 more drones on the way, whereas we only see 2 more on the way for Targa. Targa is trying to rush out that Roach one right now, as well as the Evo Chamber, so he is trying to transition into the mid game here, whereas Lost, since he is going for those drones, can't afford to also go for the Roaches. So he's just going to put out some more Lings, some more banelings.
You know, what's good is that not only does he have the drones, but he also has his position. He has the offensive position, which gives him a much better idea of what his army's or his opponent's army composition is. And that is something very valuable at this stage.
Oh, he's going to run in with 2 banelings. He's got to be careful. Doesn't want to run into that spine crawler. What? He's running into the spine crawler, Andre. Why is he suiciding the banelings?
Incorrect.
Oh, no. He suicides all of his banelings.
Gets a nice hit, but still not worth 4 banelings for all of that.
He got like 3 zerglings total, man. Not at all worth it. So a bit of a misstep there by Lost. You don't want to just be sending your banelings alone into a spine crawler like that. He is morphing in a couple more here. He's trying to keep up the aggression, keep Targa contained while he continues to drone up. I do really like that play. But of course, Targa already has Roaches on the way, man. And this timing could be pretty scary for Lost to deal with. He might need to drop down a couple extra spine crawlers with all these extra drones he has lying around. I mean, his natural is oversaturated. So would be a good idea to do that.
Uh-oh. Zergling's coming in here. A baneling is able to explode. Oh, nice! On the top of the ramp, he's able to catch the Zerglings. Unfortunately, he has banelings scattered all over the place. But having that 1-for-1 trade is not good.
No.
And now it looks like Targa will push out. Nope, he will not. He has +1.
Wow, look at that, man. He's now droning up. But that's not good for him, man. Remember, the person who drones up first obviously is going to have the economic advantage. And we did see Lost droning up and then playing defensively, whereas Targa made all those Roaches defensively. He's not attacking with them. He made them all defensively and then droned up. So while he is catching up on the drone count here, he's not going to be able to actually be ahead in this mid-game stage due to that. But he has the tech advantage, man. He's got that lair much earlier than Lost's lair. The only problem is that his upgrades aren't actually ahead. I thought his upgrades might have been ahead, but Lost actually did get a pretty early Evo Chamber with +1 range upgrade, despite the fact that he didn't even have any Roaches yet. So
for sure.
Lost playing this pretty well, actually.
Now, Lost threw down 3 additional spine crawlers, and we've seen this from him in the past. He really loves his spine crawlers. But, you know, okay, well, never mind. He's taking an expansion over here.
Yeah.
I would have said, taking an expansion over here is pretty good. I actually got the chance to talk with Sen about this and his ZVZ style, and he's saying, yeah, spine crawlers are very important. They're very high DPS. They have a lot of HP, and what's great is that they're, well, it's not that they're independent of larva, but they're like progressive. Like you have the drone already, you can make the spine crawler, whereas going something like a roach.
It's going to use up your immediate larva at that moment in time.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you see like some attack coming towards you, you can just, have those spine crawlers as opposed to, oh, I'm out of larva, I can't do anything about it.
Exactly.
But I like the ninja expansion. And the reason I like that, man, is because he knows that Targa is committing to Roaches. Targa has not been making Zerglings or Banelings for a while, and he keeps poking in, and he sees that it's just all early Roaches from Targa. And that means that Targa doesn't have that mobility. He doesn't have the ability to just go all the way down to the bottom right and kill off that base. If he did that, it would be the worst move ever. It would take him so long to get all the way down there, and we'd see so many counterattacks from Lost in the meantime. So I really do like the play based on the fact that Lost was using more speedlings earlier on, has that extra mobility, but my God, does he like spine crawlers, man. Even 3 more being added on, and I think that actually is a smart move because the number of Roaches for Targa is getting very scary, and he's got 14 more on the way. Meanwhile, we see Lost going up to mutas. Oh, man, he might even need more spine crawlers than he's got right now. If all those Roaches, that is just such an unbelievably scary amount of Roaches. If all those Roaches come attack pretty soon, Lost could be in a lot of trouble trying to rush up mutas now and double expand in the process.
Is he actually going? I mean, he doesn't really know any timings because the +2 attack is 90 seconds the way
blind, too.
Exactly, yeah. Let's go ahead and look at the vision of his opponent. No, he has no clue that the Spire is coming up. So, a little bit of a tough decision for Targa, in my opinion, to actually pull the trigger and try to attack here. even going and killing these destructive rocks to go to this third, I feel like is risky because he doesn't know what his opponent has in terms of army composition.
Yeah, he hasn't poked it at all. I mean, when you look at his vision on the natural, all he's seen is one spine crawler. That just really tells you how long it's been since Targa has done any scouting whatsoever. But he is going to come over here towards the third, and without the spine crawlers in place, he will most definitely be able to force a cancel here or kill that off, depending on whether... Yep, there is the immediate cancel there from Lost. And let's see. No, he's not even going to try to poke into the natural. Not going to push up there. He did send one roach up the ramp, saw all the spine crawlers, but the mutas are out now from Lost. And, you know, he might be able to do quite a bit of damage to them. He's already killing off an insane amount of drones in the natural of Targa right now. Yeah, they're all dying, man.
So easy. Roll so together. Well, there you go. And the mutas are doing just immense damage. There's the counter attack. Targa is just pushing forward. A lot of spine crawlers are up. 3 in construction right now, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Not even close.
These roaches are just too powerful with that +2 attack.
Yeah, that timing is just fantastic as he had +2 finishing there. He does have a Hydra on the way. I don't know if it'll be in time, but the roaches do damage so much faster than the mutas do damage. So you can see how long those mutas were sitting there on the hatchery. Still couldn't kill it off. He's going to go in the main, but there's already 4 spores set up. Might lose his queen, but not the biggest deal. I think Targa has an unbelievably huge advantage right now. Lost is as many spine crawlers as he made. It just wasn't enough for him with no ground army and without the mutas there helping to defend as well. So he's going to pull the mutas back now, but it's too late. If he had wanted, I mean, he made a decision earlier on. Either attack with mutas or use them to defend this roach attack. And you can't have your cake and eat it too, Andre. So now he's coming back, but it's too late. You can't come back and defend after you did the damage. You've already lost all your drones. You've already lost your hatcheries. All he's got left is this bottom right base, and he's just now rebuilding his spawning pool. Did not have the foresight to start like a new lair or new tech before that was gone. And all the roaches from Targa are heading right down there to look for that ninja expansion. They haven't seen it yet, but he's going to send one roach up the ramp. Those mutas, actually just one muta attacking on those roaches, but he finds the base. He's going to send all of his roaches back down there, and that's going to be GG.
Yep. I mean, we knew it was GG way before this. There's no chance that Lost actually stops this type of timing. Targa is just way too strong at this point. The mutas now, they're doing some work, but they will be held off. It looks like there are hydras being massed both in the main and this third base. Now I guess you want to call it the natural or whatever you want to call it. But still Lost is in a position where I don't think it's winnable.
It's not, man. He's losing his last base. This is it. He's retaking his main, which just is not a good decision anyways, and I guess he's doing that to get the creeps so that he doesn't lose his bandiness in Evo Chamber or something. But that base is already almost mined out, man. Those mineral patches are so low. So it doesn't make much sense to retake that base. Take another one maybe close to your other expansion, or at least like that third that he had tried to take earlier. But he hasn't been able to do enough damage with his mutas either, man. He hasn't been able to deny any mining at like the third here at the main. Targa is just too well defended, and really, I mean, all this play for however long this game continues to last on for is pretty much a formality.
Exactly. I mean, what can... No, there's nothing.
There's nothing. It would take more than a miracle. Like,
yep. So
it would take Targa falling on his face.
Let's go to the analysis of it. I mean, what was it? Why couldn't he do mutas like this? We've seen other players be very successful with mutas. Why didn't it work out for Lost?
Well, it was a couple things, man. First off, the timing was pretty late on his mutas. It was not the normal mutas we see where they come out before that type of attack would come out. I mean, the timing that he hit with mutas, think about the fact that his opponent had +2 already done. That, like, you should never have mutas that late. Your opponent was already able to have +2 with, like, 40, 50 roaches coming towards your natural.
Sure.
And on top of that, when he saw the attack coming, instead of going for the attack at the nat, I think he absolutely, granted he wouldn't have been able to do damage to the drones afterwards, but I think he absolutely needed to keep his mutas at home and defend. Granted, they don't kill roaches that fast, but the DPS is important. You need it there with the addition of your spine crawlers to kill off the roaches before they can kill off every single one of your bases, man. That's not what he did. He just went to kill the drones of Targa, but since Targa was on 3 base, it didn't really matter that much to him that he lost his naturals. So, I don't know, man. Maybe Lost should have dropped even more spines. Maybe should have mixed in more ground units. Whatever it was, it didn't work out for him, man.
Yeah, I actually just have... It's that easy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's exactly the analysis. Your mutas are too late. You're not doing enough damage. +2 attack is already out. What are you going to do with 0/0 units against +2?
Nice fungal on those mutas, and that's going to be it. ZGZGZ. ZGZGZ. Whatever that means, Andre.
It means
It means Zerg, good, Zerg, game, Zerg.
Well played. All right, game number 2 coming up with 4K Lost and Targa. Meet us there. We'll be back.